And now we're live.
Cool.
Yippee.
Hey! This is your host, Midnight, and welcome to the Luminescent Podcast, everyone.
We're luminescing.
And we're luminescing, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, I'm here. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, Krieg is deafened.
Yes, everyone. And
We put you over here, Krieg. You're not supposed to be over there.
all right, let me just add everyone also too.
Oh,
That we're live.
Sorry, I just I saw something funny on Twitter. Anyways,
Of course you did.
yeah, I saw a funny picture. I saw a really funny picture. Anyways, hello everybody. We're live now. All one viewer. Hello. We hope that you're having a shit day today, and that your mother dies, and that your house burns down. Fuck you in particular.
That isn't that a little mean, Creed?
I'm not their fucking parents. I don't give a shit.
there we go.
But anyways, enough about burning people's houses down, which our guest Jackstoney actively does not endorse, but actively finds funny. Let's talk about them. So, Jackstoney, tell us a bit about yourself.
I don't know. I'm a raccoon on the internet.
You're a raccoon on the internet. I bet your parents must be
Yeah.
very proud of you. Anyways, tell us about
Oh,
what
yeah.
you do for a career.
I mean, I try to do YouTube and I try to do music, but that's kind of a failure at the moment. So I kind of just work a 9 to 5.
Working 9 to 5, eh? Okay. Well, you're
Yep.
you're in the bread lines just like everybody else. You know, I can respect that.
Yeah.
So, do you work the wonderful world of retail like I do?
No, I work in food service.
Oh shit! So I completely sympathize with you. What are you, a dishwasher? Are you a cook? Are you a mopper?
Fuck
Are you a
no,
flopper?
I'm a cook.
You're a cook? Well, good for you.
Oh,
At
yeah.
least you're not one of the poor sons of bitches that have to clean all the fucking plates like I used to be. Anyways,
I mean, I had to do that at one point.
you had to do that at one point? Well, I'm sorry that you had to go through that traumatic experience. Anyways, let's talk about something else. What's your favorite kind of art that you like to draw?
Cartoons.
You like to draw cartoons? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cartoon?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Okay, well, think about it, and let's pause it over to the next question. How did you meet these other people in the room with me? How did you meet them? How did you come across them? Have you known them for a while?
No, the only other person I know in here is Midnight, and I don't even really know him that well. He kind of just followed me on Blue Sky and then DM'd me, and then I DM'd him back, and we talked for a bit, and then he invited me to his server, and then here we are.
Okay, so he's a complete stranger to you, and we're complete strangers to you as well, and you're a stranger to us as well. Okay, fair enough. Anyways,
I guess.
what's something interesting that the viewers at home would like to talk about?
I got an interesting question.
Sure. Go
boy.
ask away, you fucking moron.
All right. Can we talk about something relating to your pass on YouTube, Jackstoney?
You're very controversial
Sure.
past.
No.
Well, no, I don't have a controversial past.
Well, not that the
Alright.
viewers know of, but you deleted all the files, so only we know about it. But you know,
Yeah.
that's besides the point. Anyways,
Anyway, I'll ask. I'm being serious. Anyway,
we are too.
tell us about your DeviantArt rant days.
DeviantArt rant days? I don't really know what to tell you about. I was a YouTuber. I made DeviantArt rant videos, and they got views.
Speaking of DeviantArt, let's talk about that. Have any of you guys still use DeviantArt nowadays, or is it pretty much just a dead site at this point?
Probably.
I still go on there from time to time, but I don't post on there. No,
Do you think it's still the biggest cesspit in humanity that it used to be, or do you think it's pretty much dead at that point?
it's definitely not dead. There's still a lot of people uploading on there every day, and I'd say probably an even bigger cesspool now, just because it's not as good of a website as it used to be back then, and there's just over time there's gonna be, I don't know, more shitty people and more terrible fetish art being added over time. So I'd say it's gotten worse.
Yeah, that reminds me. Do you have any horror stories? Anything crazy that happened during your DeviantArt days?
I mean, probably. I just don't really remember most of it, if I'm being honest.
Did a strange creature take in your brain? Did it took away the memories of your past?
Sweet memories.
Listen, this is Midnight's really terrible attempt at comedy, everybody. So let's just go easy on him, okay? But in all seriousness, I personally think that DeviantArt, well, was I should say the king of cringe when it came to like really shitty fetish art. I think the number one place nowadays that dethroned it is Fur Affinity. Let's be real here. The amount of bullshit that you can find on there, like
I would say
overflowing cesspit.
Fur Affinity was even worse than DeviantArt back then.
Oh yeah, but I'm telling you now, it's like, well, everyone knew how bad DeviantArt was, but people,
Yeah.
I feel like Fur Affinity should be more infamous than it is currently.
Yeah.
And
True.
I'm gonna be honest, if you've sat down, just looking through the thousands of images, audio files, videos that they fucking post on there, it's atrocious, the kind of stuff that they put on there.
I've seen some shit. That's why I don't use it.
Yeah.
Allow me to ask, but why did you stop doing the whole DeviantArt ranting stuff?
Kind of just got bored of the content, I guess. And I also, I don't know, I kind of felt like I was like, I don't know, I felt like I was like making kids content in a way. And I kind of wanted to graduate from that. So.
Okay.
That's usually how
I
things
just left
kind of
it
go with
behind.
YouTubers, moving on to different videos and such.
Mhm.
You graduate from kids content to preteen content.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I wanted to ask you. Sorry, go on ahead, Jack.
No, I ended it there.
Okay.
Okay.
You jump in the line. Rock your body on time. Anyways, so on a more topical note, so you know about Ye, right? YE, Kanye West, all about that fucking moron. Well, the man, the myth, the legend, and the bipolar disorder haver. Anyways, well, Kanye West, in topical news that I think a lot of our audience members are going to be interested in, who either live under a rock or don't give a singular shit about what that man does. Well, a couple days ago, weeks ago, or whatever ago, he posted a song on Spotify or somewhere, and it has a swastika as the image, and it's literally called Heil Hitler.
I had no idea about that.
It has 8 million concussive views, or whatever the fuck the word is. Concursive, I believe, is the word. At the time, I believe. And it is literally him just being a sympathizer to the Nazis.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's,
that
it's
Nitros
something.
is fucking his head up.
I think the lack of him being on any proper medication mixed with that and bipolar disorder and amongst other things is like fucking him up. I think it's a whole slew of things. Do you guys think that Kanye West is the Michael Jackson of our era?
No,
Fuck no.
What?
no.
Like with the controversy, like how he started off like really
Michael
popular.
Jackson was turned weird. Kanye doesn't
Well,
back
he hung his
down.
baby. Oh, he had his baby son over a railing, and there was like accusations of him fucking kids. Let's be real here.
Yeah, but those were just
What?
accusations. Kanye is like really like doing shit out here.
So what would
like
be the
in
proper
4K.
what would the proper equivalent of in the past be to the Kanye West of today?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know what other celebrities have done shit like he has.
I know we're trying
Viewers,
to make
comment below your
we're
selection.
trying to make comparisons, but I'm still trying to like imagine the scenario because apparently Kanye West lost his shoe a contract and was kicked out of doors from what was it, Adidas or Nike?
I think it was Nike or something.
It was Adidas.
I
Yeah,
don't
okay,
know,
it was
man.
Adidas. I remember it was Adidas, and I'm just thinking of him just like running up to the Adidas building, just like slamming on the doorway. I am a Nazi. I am a Nazi. I am a Nazi.
I bet someone in the boardroom said, "Well, we fired Kanye because he was a neo-Nazi," and
Because-
someone said, "Well, I guess we didn't see that one coming," and then he said, "You fucked up the joke."
Did you
said,
actually
"What
see
joke?"
that article?
What article?
The article where fucking Kanye actually went up to the doors because he lost a contract for shoes.
I didn't.
There's a lot of things about Kanye West that I did not see because I particularly didn't care about Kanye West. I think Kanye West is a despicable individual, regardless of
course,
his mental
agreed.
disorder.
Hey, we got one comment in the chats from Papa Boy. It's Pog Goo or some shit. I don't know what that means, but that's something, all right. Anyways,
It's a code word for the sleeper agents to be activated to come and kill us. Anyways,
what if I were to tell you, Jackstoney, that I'm like, I used to be a viewer of your old content before you deleted it off of YouTube.
You have already told me that before.
Yep.
But
And
that's
I'm
cool.
trying to remember what questions I could ask relating to that. It's just- like I remember how your style of content was like, like let me look at this art piece. This looks very, very cringy, and this thing looks bad, and this thing looks bad. I don't know how I'm remembering it, but that's how it kind of went and all that. Like people just purposely send you bad art so they can get on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
I feel like that's like a lot of YouTubers though, just purposely having their viewers purposely send them bad shit so that they can have content.
Plus, it was just
not
easier that
something-
way.
Well,
Because
yeah,
it gets
yeah.
hard after a while of just making those videos for so long. You like start to run out of like art to put in your videos. So just having people send it to you, whether it's real or just whatever, just so much easier.
Yep.
On DeviantArt.
Mhm.
I think I don't think I remember telling about this, but I remember they're not fat fur, they're more like fat fetishists. Apparently like gifted me art of my banana man.
But
it
really
was
fat.
Interesting.
No. That would have been cute, wouldn't that?
No, it'd be kind of gross.
Really? Oh, okay.
Big fat juicy banana sack man with those like fat rolls peeking out through his turtle shell. That'd be kind of gross.
Yeah. Oh shit.
But I'm sure they would think it's pretty cool. Anyways. But nah, listen, viewers at home. Listen, if you like the fat bitches, there's nothing wrong with that. Just know that we hope that you enjoy what you enjoy, and that you don't make other people suffer at your own pleasure.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at that. Anyways, speaking of fat furs, Midnight, tell us about your fetishes.
Shut the fuck up. This is not about me. This is about the guest.
But this is what makes it entertaining. We've had multiple. Listen, so Jack, listen, we have multiple discussions about how we can spice up the show and everything,
Mhm.
and we all agree that basically what we need is some variety. And talking
yeah,
about
definitely.
only the things going on in the fucking furry community, that's kind of limiting us,
Yeah.
so to speak. So
Yeah.
Midnight got the bright idea to say, how about we hire a prostitute?
That was you. That was you, Krieg. That was you,
Oh,
not me.
prostitute.
He's look at him deflecting, taking credit. He's so humble.
That
Anyways,
was you, Krieg.
He refuses to take credit for his genius ideas.
No, I think it
Anyways,
was
It's not-
Midnight. He got
that was
defensive
not-
immediately.
it was
That was
Midnight.
not me.
He also
That
had
was-
the idea to hire Christian and say, "Hey, we want to interview
Shut the fuck
Christian."
up. You wanted to interview them. You wanted, not me. You
He's
wanted.
Jack. One thing you got to learn about Midnight, he's a very humble individual. He doesn't take credit for things. He would rather
Yeah.
give the credit to somebody else because to him, credit is just something that people don't really need in order
You
to live
bitch
fulfilling
ass.
lives. Well, not for him, anyways.
Krieg, you're literally a bitch ass.
Well, you are what you eat. Anyways.
Uh-huh.
Anyways.
So, Jackstoney, tell
Yeah.
us about what were you doing there in in New Jersey at the night of 6 a.m. in the morning.
You don't have to answer that. I know your lawyers were telling you not to do that, so you have the right to remain silent.
I plead the fifth on that one.
Yeah, he's pleading the fifth, Midnight. You shouldn't have asked that. Now you're making
Damn it.
you're making this whole thing uncomfortable, Midnight. You're ruining this interview.
Jackstoney, do
Well,
you
you-
remember what happened when have you ever heard the story of what Midnight did in the last convention, the last furry convention?
Oh yeah, get on that.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Midnight was laying down on his back, mouth open, and everybody was throwing Takis chips at his mouth.
Mhm. What the fuck?
This is true. I was there. I saw the whole thing.
Oh.
But there's another thing that nobody really knows about is when the first night we were there at MFF, which terrible convention by the way. Don't go there. Anyways,
Didn't plan on it.
It's mid.
Anyways, it's mid FF. Anyways,
Mhm.
but great,
true.
great. But I will say, great artists in the dealer's den and the artist alley, and some very good people were working there. Very nice.
When I was in
It just-
FWA, everybody was saying go to MFF because they have the best vendors.
The vendors were really good.
Ah,
But I will tell you, the events and things that they had to do at MFF were not very fun. It was very boring.
Yeah.
But the people working there were nice, for the most part. However, I got to walk across the infamous fucking bridge of fucking death, heat stroke, and my God, I wasn't wearing a suit, but I feel pity for those poor bastards wearing like their whole fucking parkas and shit.
Was there air conditioning?
Damn.
No, it was in the middle of December. You got to remember that. It was like right before Christmas and shit, and they were fucking
okay,
blasting the
okay.
heat. And it was like very sunny, so like they have like the sun is like making a greenhouse effect on the inside of the walkway. And it is
Mhm.
disgusting because there's like tons of people walking across tightly packed in, and you can like it's
Oh,
humid in there
man.
from all the breath. It's awful.
Oh.
Don't go there. Just don't go
This-
there. Go to FWA. And
Where I
word
went.
to the wise. If you do go to a convention and you want to have a good time, do stuff outside of the convention around the area.
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
traveling to a different place that you've never been before, visit the local sites. You're gonna have
Mhm.
you're gonna have a lot more memorable of a time if you do other things than just the fucking convention. We spent tons of time looking for room parties and shit. Found not a single one. All of them got shut down. The most
Okay.
memorable thing for me is seeing like 15 fucking ambulances pull up in a line at MFF because people were like doing like fucking whippets or some shit. And there was like
Yeah, all the drug
suitors.
overdoses.
Yeah, there was literally a dude. There's an image of it. There was like a an image where it's like a suitor, a partial suitor, got passed out, and he had like fucking dozens upon dozens of little micro canisters like fucking around him, like the
Oh my
Knox canisters, and
God.
it was like holy shit, like it was in the same spot that I was like later that day or earlier that day. But also, if you want to get really expensive food, $7 for a small thing of French fries in FWA.
Oh, fuck.
Really, really good. But they had some nice soda. They had a bunt cake, place. Like they had a bunt cake stand.
Yeah.
That was really good. They had an artist that I wasn't expecting to see there. There's an artist that I really like called They Call Him Cake. Give him a follow.
That's familiar.
They make some really good art. They were selling stuff there. I didn't buy anything because I don't feel like owning a body pillow, nor I don't have like any place to put it either way. And it'd be really weird conversational piece to be like, huh, what is that? No, it's just nothing. Just ignore it. Pretend it doesn't exist. What are those weird stains on the breast area? Don't worry about that. Ignore it. Anyways. You see, the joke has come. Anyways. It's very popular in the community to make those kinds of jokes because we're all unoriginal hacks.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah, let's talk about Jack now. We're interviewing Jack now.
Yeah, Jack, the banana sack I meant. Like,
Okay.
Tell us about your experience at FWA.
It was my first ever time being in a furry convention, so I
Wasn't it your first time in Atlanta as well?
It's my first time in America out of my entire life. So it's definitely alien in all sides.
So tell us about your trip to America. Fuck just FWA. Tell us what your opinions on the disgusting shithole of Atlanta was, in your opinion.
Well, I wasn't scared about going on a flight because I actually was on a plane. My dad kept going for one of those like a tour, like you go on a little Cessna plane and you get to tour around most of the towns in the area. So I get to be a passenger in those plane flights. It was awesome. So I was like, I'm not going to be scared about flying on a plane. This would be awesome. And I had to try to actually describe my experience about going on a plane. It felt like being in the middle of an accordion bus. If you ever, during the turbulence, have you ever been in the middle of an accordion bus?
No.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah, that's what turbulence is like. Just sitting in the middle of that is just what turbulence feels like to me.
Yeah, turbulence is pretty scary.
No. I mean, sure, yeah, you're high.
Intense, yes.
You're high up there, but you got professionals in the cockpit. Don't worry. You got professional cockpitters.
Cockpitters.
You got professional cockpitters.
We love cocks. Anyways.
Yeah. Finally got past the arrival departures because I've only been to Toronto Pearson at least like twice in my life. Now I've gotten to again. Now I can actually get out of Canada, so I can actually meet up in Atlanta. It's kind of weird being in a different place where the city's budget is a bit different, but usually there's like they shift the budget somewhere else. So in Canada we have like soft, cushiony buses and trains, and then you hit Atlanta, and then the people's attitude is amazing. They have personality like no other, and I was like, holy shit! I got into a shuttle bus, and everything was just crackling plastic and everything, and I jump out of the bus, and it's like, yo, homie, what you need? It's like, I need a refreshments, man. It's like, need refreshments? Down the block over there, turn right, you get yourself Burger King, Aunt May's, and I was like, oh shit, thanks man. Legit, that happened. I was like, okay.
Atlanta, shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, this is going to be an experience. I know I did say that the furry convention is going to be alien to me, but that'd be fun.
Mhm.
What did I got? I got Auntie's pretzels. I think you've heard of that.
Any ends?
Annie Ann's. Yeah, Annie Ann's
Yeah.
pretzels.
Oh yeah, I love Auntie Anne's. Did you get the cinnamon pretzels?
No, I got the Bearer Basic. I didn't know what to choose, so I just like chose the Bear Basic Annie's pretzels with lemonade. Lemonade is strong as hell. It's probably the
Yeah.
sweetest lemonade I've ever had. The pretzels, I don't know. It is the most greasiest pretzel I've ever tasted. I have mixed feelings about this pretzel. I love its taste, but it's also a bit too greasy for my taste.
Yeah, it's America for you.
Yep. I was like, oh, is this going to be American food for the rest? Not really. It's just a taste. Mm. Waited out for my baggage. I think I chose a suitcase that's way too big for this trip because I was like, obviously I was spending an entire week, almost like 6 days in Atlanta. 5 days, yeah. And I did not pack enough shirts because I remember like packing only like a couple of shirts. Because I brought in the banana suit. That's the one I wanted to bring, so I brought that. I brought in a couple tight shirts. So like tight what are the sweat resistant shirts because obviously yeah. But yeah, me and a couple of friends in the server, of course. We met up. Kind of shocked that they get to see me for the first time. They got one of the bunny. One of the bunny actually like that we hugged each other out, and they've seen image. We've seen images of each other, but then we both met each other, and he was like, "Oh my god, it's you! It's you! Holy shit!" It's good. Finally get to meet my mutuals in real life. Yeah. That was great. We got to our hotels. We didn't go directly into the FWA hotel. We went to the Indigo Hotel, which is like 4, 5, 6 blocks away from the convention. There is a train that leads between the convention and the hotel, so I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, that's better." Oh, Atlanta has a lot of trees in the city. There's it.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking breezy. It's amazing.
Georgia in general has a lot of trees.
Yeah, but specifically in the city, it's like all the sidewalks are filled with trees. Usually most cities like where I live, they usually just keep that shit barren. Hey, Lou.
Damn.
Oh. But we went there. We were like hungry. It's like, oh man, where should we go for dinner? I don't like the idea of using courier foods, Uber Eats or whatever you like to call it. I don't like the idea of it. Just like, oh, there's restaurants around. Why can't we just walk around? And we went to a place called Junior Crickets. Have you ever heard of this place?
No.
I love it because it reminds me of pubs in my area where the ceiling fans are dirty. It's a really low height type of restaurant where I mean it's like a restaurant for humble beginnings, and it's still here because they have multiple chains, and this one in particular is like the OG. So you go there for the OG experience, and it's still dirty as hell. Dusty as fuck. I had a charcoal burger, or they call it the Junior Crickets burger, the Crickets original burger, and it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Their onion rings were good. It tastes like your average deep fried onion rings. That was nice. That's where I tried Fanta strawberry. They had Fanta strawberry, which was delicious. That
Oh,
was
that shit's good as fuck.
yeah, Fanta strawberry so good. That was the first night. The second, the morning after we went to the convention, we actually got our registration. Holy shit, that was a long ass fucking line. I legit was just like, holy fuck. I did wear the banana suit during the time, so it's just like, oh, we're gonna do registration. It's gonna be like, sign here, do this, pay that, whatever. I've already paid registration earlier, so just like sign in. But there was not a lot of fursuiters during the lineup of registration. Usually, people like to get that out of the way, put their stuff in the hotel, then go fursuiting afterwards. But there was a lot of people who were actually wearing their costumes during the lineup, and one of them was the Shadow Money Wizard Gang. There was a Shadow Money Wizard Gang. One of the people in the Shadow Money Wizard Gang actually wore a fursuit head. The rest were just wearing the standard cloak, hat, and a giant chain of a clock. The classic. And I had to write this down during that time. I was like, oh shit, I think I should bring some notes because I think this is going to be wild and I'm probably going to forget a lot of these lines. But they legit said to me, your hat might not be pointy, but your spell power is immaculate. That was one person in that gang, as you said. While I was in the banana suit. That was a cute time. But that fucking lineup took almost an hour. I was an hour standing around looking at this line. And after the registration, you were told to like go out here in this hallway, and then you get your souvenirs, your complimentary souvenirs, like a poster and I guess a sticker and stuff. But there's also pins. Like there's pins for people who want to have pronouns. And on the desk, I think I posted this on Blue Sky. This was 2 hours after registration. We got there like an hour after registration started, and in hour 2, the table that had like he, hims, they, thems, she, hers, any pronouns, ask me my pronouns. There are no he, hims. They were all gone. All the he, him are gone.
Oh my god.
They're all gone. Only she, hers. Only she, hers, and ask me my pronouns. That was the first day. We tried after registration. We decided to check around the hotels because now there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think Peachtree. There's a business building. But yeah, there's like 3 buildings connected for this convention: Hyatt, Hilton, and Marquis. That was the hotel. Those are the 3 hotels that are just the convention. And Jesus Christ, probably all of those rooms are filled up already with like thousands of people already. They gave us the number at the end where apparently there were 17,000 attendees in this convention.
Yeah.
And that is huge. That is huge. That is way too many people for a convention. I'm sure it's bigger in other places. You got a fucking hotel convention. That is huge.
Hey, Jack, I want to ask you a question.
What's up?
While we're on this convention conversation.
Mm-hmm.
When you were swimming around the pool, did you see any brown logs in it?
To be honest with you, I thought about going in the pool. I know you're bringing up that stupid shit. I don't. And here's the thing. It's a public pool. Do you not know that people, do number 1, number 2 in pools? Like those that has to happen like constantly. I don't think people.
Yeah, but I feel like the connotation of it being shit is worse than it being piss.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like shit is more
Disgusting.
But most
Yeah,
pools
then
usually
the-
connect with the shallow end, and usually shallow ends have like toddlers, babies.
Yeah, but however, I feel like the other thing is too, like a lot of it, like the chlorine kills all the like germs and shit inside
Mhm.
the urine.
True.
Which
They
is like,
clean
I
that
feel like
afterwards. They clean that shit.
Just imagine, like, Jack is swimming, and then like there's this huge fucking turd.
Or specifically that gif of the Nesquik bunny jumping into the pool.
I gotta say, Jackstoney, I gotta say, why I saw that video of that one specific clip from Yogi Bear the movie. Why
Yeah.
were you so fixated on that scene?
I don't know. It's just I huh. It's not really that I was necessarily like fixated on it. It's just I had like rewatched it for the first time in like ages. And the movie overall is like really, really bad. But then when I just like watched that one scene, I was just like it just blew my mind how fucking terrible it was and how little sense it made. And I remember trying to do research to see if anybody else agreed with me or like pointed it out, and nobody else did.
Hmm.
And I was just wondering if anybody else like noticed how stupid that fucking scene was. So I just felt like, I don't know, kind of inspired me to like point it out myself.
Why don't you explain to the rest of us about your theory about the scene?
Uh, they can just they can just watch the video if they want to know.
Sure,
Drop it
We-
down. Drop it down.
drop the beat.
Drop it.
I will.
All right, let's watch this masterpiece.
Well, I was at the furry convention when I was raving. So a guy, some femboy, or I don't know if I want to call him a femboy. I didn't ask for their pronouns, but they were in a maid outfit. They came up to me. It's like, yo, I know this minion banana guy. He totally wants to see you. It's like, oh shit, for real? I'm gonna be around here raving. It's like, okay, I'll be right back. And legit, a guy in a minion suit just came up. They gave me a foam banana, and then they took a picture. They took a picture of me and my shocked face. It's like, oh my god, it's a banana. It's like, and then we actually took a picture together. Like, holy shit, that was awesome. That was a cute souvenir I got from there.
Hell yeah!
All right, let me see this desk.
All right, let's pull up this video that the world will know about the worst scene ever seen in Yogi Bear.
All right. Oh, where's my mouse? There it is. That was weird.
Hopefully, you don't give us a copyright strike after this interview.
No, that won't happen.
I won't. Obviously, I would never do that.
Share screen. The worst scene I've ever seen.
All right.
Hold on, let me tidy up the screen just a bit. Midnight, turn that off. There we go. Look at us. We're watching a video on the internet.
Oh my god!
Yogi Bear. No, not the Hanna-Barbera show. The 2010 movie. I just rewatched this movie for the first time in like 12 or 13 years, and oh boy, do I have some shit to say. The first time I ever saw this movie, I think I was about 13 years old or so. And even back then, I just did not like it whatsoever. I mean, it's a terrible movie. Terribly written, terribly performed, completely and utterly unfunny, not even an inkling of good humor. But at the same time, as a 13-year-old, I didn't really notice the very glaring problems of some of the writing that upon rewatching was just so fucking unbelievably hard to ignore. No, I'm not going to go through the entire movie. I just want to point out one specific part that I just could not wrap my head around for the life of me. Alright, so, about halfway into the movie, Jellystone is holding their 100th anniversary event, which is also effectively acting as a fundraiser to help keep the park from shutting down. The main attraction of this event is a fireworks display over the lake, which will be important in a moment. One of the conditions of this event is that Yogi is not allowed to be in attendance, due to Ranger Smith believing wholeheartedly that if he does attend, he'll just end up ruining everything. So everything is going smoothly.
Damn.
The fireworks are set up in the middle of the lake. They're using that same platform as a stage, which is a bit weird, but okay, whatever floats your boat. Dude does a little song and dance, doesn't realize the microphone is on, gets embarrassed, then welcomes everybody and says, "Enjoy the show." That should be the end of it, right? Right? Wrong. Of course, Yogi comes out of nowhere with a motorboat and water skis for some reason. Doing a little routine he calls the razzle dazzle. Ranger Smith is mortified, but the audience seems to be clapping. But uh-oh, Yogi pulls out a baton and lights it on fire and twirls it around like a badass. I mean, seriously, this shit seems like weirdly easy for him. And then oops, he lights his cape on fire and then freaks out and then goes flying over the wooden stage in which Ranger Smith catches the burning baton before it hits the fireworks. God, what a close call, huh? Oopsie, his flaming cape also came off and it came floating down on top of the fireworks. And they all set off at once. Oh my god, and some of them fell over and they're all shooting into the crowd. Oh no, the trees are being destroyed. Oh god, Yogi, what have you done? This is all your fault. Why didn't you just stay away, Yogi? Why couldn't you just stay away? Nope. This was not Yogi's fault. It was Ranger Smith's. As you can see here, before Yogi had begun his little water skiing routine, Ranger Smith had already said out loud to the audience, "Enjoy the show!" implying that he was already about to start lighting off the fireworks. All Yogi really did was light them for him. The only reason those fireworks went off into the crowd was because of how terribly set up they were to begin with. I mean, look at how fucking close in proximity they are to each other. Look at how they're not even pointing straight upwards, they're diagonal. Look at all the electronics, including the microphone speaker, and even the DJ stand sitting behind them, with the fireworks literally just inches away, not to mention those boxes that clearly have some sort of hazard signs on them. You'd have to be a real brain-dead bitch to think that this would have gone smoothly, even without Yogi lighting them with his flaming cape. Though honestly, I think the implication of this scene is that they had originally intended to light the fireworks one by one, but Yogi's cape caused them to all light at once, which is what ultimately caused the destruction of the park. But even if Ranger Smith had tried to light just one of those fireworks by himself, it would have caused a chain reaction that would have ended up setting all of them off. Simply just considering how, you know, they're all basically right fucking next to each other and would absolutely end up igniting each other. You know, I bet Ranger Smith knew. I bet he fucking knew, and that's why he had them jump off. That's why he had them fucking jump off into the water when the fireworks went off, because he knew he did a shit-ass job at setting the whole thing up, and then once it was all said and done, he used Yogi as the scapegoat, like, "Oh, good going, Yogi, you destroyed the fucking park. If only you didn't think so much." Funnily enough, that's actually what Ranger Smith pretty much said to Yogi after the park was destroyed.
So, Ranger, I thought, Yogi, that's the problem. All the thinking. You know, it'd be great if you didn't think.
Nah, but in all seriousness, it's obviously just a product of terrible writing. This movie has what, 3 writers? Plus 2 producers that the writing had to be approved by, and yet this scene somehow still got approved. It's like they actually genuinely didn't care to make their movie make sense, like in the slightest. How droll. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.
That is an interesting insight, Jackstoney. Like, nobody has discovered this scientific thing ever before. Like, what's your insights to everybody else?
I need to watch this movie.
Why you want to watch this movie?
Oh, you want to watch it? Okay.
No, not right now. But yeah.
Oh yeah, duh. Definitely not right now.
Yeah. Anyway, what's your insights on this theory, Krieg and Jack the Banana Sack?
I think the writers were dumb. I think they knew that they were making. Sorry, I think they knew that they were making like a dumb family movie, so they were like, "Oh, you know that shtick."
Yeah, probably.
Well, sure, we some people got injured and all that shit, but that's our Yogi.
That's our Yogi.
Yogi. That's our Yogi Bear.
Right. Right there. Here, screen. There we go.
Oh, you gonna show the guests a random video? Oh wait,
No, I'm just playing a game.
never mind.
Just
But
play-
yeah. Anyway, shit. What do I say?
Bada bing,
But
bada
yeah,
boom.
like, since you're like part of the old guard of like the deviant arts, kind of rant community back in the day. What do you think about like the the art community now, Jackstoney?
I didn't even know there was much of an art community now. I thought they kind of just all died off.
I've seen YouTube videos related to like a lot of fucking crazy shit that happened. Like it just fucking fell apart and all that.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought that they. I've seen a lot of those videos, like with Spoctor, like Peaches, Creep Show art like that. That's why I kind of just assumed that community didn't really exist anymore.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know about like Solar Sands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ran there ranting videos back in the day and all that shit. But there was also a third person that like that was also talked.
Randomized.
Yeah. Whatever happened to
Yeah.
that person?
Yeah. He kind of just died off. Like just stopped making content over time.
If I wasn't so shit with editing, I would probably make a retrospective about this type of scene. like like uh like that one YouTuber, who is that guy? He actually
Okay.
makes great content. Trying to remember.
I was gonna say shit at editing. How are you shit at editing?
Because I don't know anything about editing. There we go. Magic Mush. Like
Oh.
Oh, that YouTuber. Yes.
like they made a recent video about like fucking YouTube rant videos back in the day, and man, I wish I can like fucking do that shit and all that. Talk about the deviant art.
Sure, you
It's a
could
back.
learn.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Man, I wish Stumpy was here because Stumpy would absolutely talk about all the crazy people at the furry convention. Oh man, there's a video online I saw. It's somebody apparently brought in one of those inflatable Among Us space
Oh,
ship.
God.
You probably have seen it. The two. Can I grab this? There we go. Killed that bastard. Yeah, somebody brought in Among Us suit. Two partisans brought their inflatable Among Us suits, and they started like humping it in the main
Oh my
hall.
god.
And it's the funniest shit.
It's wild as fuck.
Freaky Among Us. First ever convention, and I brought in a banana suit. So a lot of people, well, every time I was in the convention, I would only wear the banana suit. So a lot of people came up and actually asked for a picture. They actually asked for selfies while I was in the banana suit.
Well, that's cool.
There's a lot of people asking for pics. There's also people asking questions that I was not prepared for because I'm not familiar with it. Where apparently, I'm guessing in conventions they ask for stickers to like trade because. So one person actually asked, "Hey, do you have a sticker?" It's like, but of me? It's like, yeah. Do you have a sticker of you? I'm like, I think you got the wrong idea. I didn't came here for marketing reason. I'm just here to hang out with my friends. Sole reason, actually. First reason, just going to America, hang out with my friends. Second reason, to like at least get to know a furry convention before, like, you know, experience it a second time, because the first one is going to be like a little loosey goose for me.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's not. Oh. What? I actually wrote notes of the. Don't have their socials, but I do have like ones that caught my eye. There was a fursuiter that was wearing a maid outfit. That was the very first one. There was a fursuiter that was wearing a baby, that was wearing like a white canine, first full suit, with baby blue and yellow stars. That was not that interesting, but the interesting was the fursuiter that was with them, and it was another fursuiter, only the head, wearing a leathered trench coat with a keyblade. So they were a nobody from Kingdom Hearts 2. I was like, oh, that's quite a suit. Oh, these fucking bastards. All right.
So, yeah, you're not gonna be. I know that you're not gonna be part of the whole fucking art rant anymore. So, what do you want to be known for now, Jackstoney?
Well, eventually I want to be known for my music because I want to get into music, but that's something I kind of have to wait on just because I'm not really in the right environment to be like making music and stuff. So for now, I guess hopefully I can get to a point where I can be known for like YouTube videos, like making like movie reviews and stuff like that. It's kind of what I want to get into.
Hell yes. Hell yes. I got a movie for you.
What?
Son of the Mask.
Oh shit. I actually have that movie on DVD.
Is that so?
It's not just that movie. I bought it so that I could have the original Mask on DVD. But I couldn't find just that on the shelf. I could only find the double feature, sadly.
Full Mask experience.
Yeah.
You know the original comic series?
I do not, actually.
Apparently it was a lot more gory. Yeah, it was a lot more grittier and gory.
Interesting.
Yes, it was. Nostalgia Critic made a video on it years ago.
Oh, nice.
I remember watching it in high school during the like lunch. I was like, this is interesting.
Thank God we got the good version. I appreciate the comics, but the movie was a lot better. Movie slapped. Slap my crazy nuts off.
Ouchie.
That's my review of The Mask, 1994.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Want nuts, Sonny?
So, yeah. About that, Jackstoney. We pulled up your government file and we found out that you're homosexual. Is this true?
Yeah, very much so.
He's stealing my
Dang.
bits.
All right,
You see the levels of unoriginality that Midnight goes to because he wants to be popular. This man does not deserve any respect. He's a fake. He's a fraud. In the words of Alex Jones.
You're freaking a fraud.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm the fucking podcast punching bag. That's what I am known for.
You're something, all right. I
Yeah.
won't say what on stream, but you are by far the #1 worst person I have ever met.
Oh, geez.
What's that quote from Adventure Time that Hunson Abadir said? Out of all the creatures I have ever met in the world, you are by far the most evil I've ever seen.
Damn.
And that man ate like Marceline's French fries, so you know it's bad.
It was just French fries. I didn't mean it.
Daddy, why did you eat my fries?
I was thinking of that song just now because you mentioned it.
Be careful, Jack. Jackstoney, they have a stand. They can read your mind.
Oh boy.
The Krieg does. They're a mind reader. But fuck. Anyways, yeah, you don't got any crazy stories about your DeviantArt days? Like any shit?
I guess just none off the top of my head.
Damn.
I don't know, DeviantArt, just my time on DeviantArt wasn't really like as crazy, you know. Like I saw a lot of weird shit on there, but there was not a lot of like crazy shit that happened in general. At least not to me.
Yeah, just I remember when you like this was an old friend group of mine and all that shit. But I remember when you used to do like some live streams and I don't know which friend did this shit, but they literally just fucking put a whole fan fiction and put it in your chat for you to read, and like I believe you read it out loud and all that shit, and like
Was it a link or just like a whole paragraph in my chat?
No, it was a link.
Okay.
And like you were reading that shit out. Like I remember doing like a lot of stupid crazy shit when I was like a fucking teen. So I got like I got like attention from hanging out with my friends and all that shit. But yeah. Those were the old days.
This
Truly.
was the old days. Nowadays, every time I like search up something on Google Images, there's always a DeviantArt post just posting around. I was searching for the Ada Wong obese mod because I thought that shit was funny as hell. And it brings me back to DeviantArt. It always brings me back to DeviantArt. They're all over there. There was this one person that was, I think, still creating the mod for Resident Evil 4. and she is so funny looking in that mod. That shit. Getting distracted by fat Ada Wong.
Damn.
Do not get
Ada
distracted.
Thong.
Ada Thong.
I'm actually playing Resident Evil 4 right now as we speak.
You are. You're trying to get the
Yeah.
plus.
Yes, I got unlocked the cannon because I got all the S ranks in the mercenaries mode with Leon.
What's the hand cannon?
Here, you know what? It's a 500 Smith and Wesson Magnum. Here you go.
Oh,
I'm
that
just gonna
one, that
fucking
one.
Nice.
Here, let me stream it. That way people can watch at the same time.
Jesus. We're gonna lag so bad. But yeah.
I don't give a fucking shit. Shut up,
All right. Jesus.
you cuck.
Fuck you.
You would like that, wouldn't you? You would
Oh,
like that, wouldn't me?
all right, Krieg. Anyway, but yeah, just we've interviewed a lot of guests, musicians, artists, and all that shit. And that's what we did, Jackstoney.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And I know we're like, live and shit, but is there anybody you would like us to interview and shit next or some shit?
Nobody I can really
At least
think
someone
of.
to gain more popularity.
What?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. For real, I could probably ask Solar Sands, but I doubt he would say yes, being real.
The only way to convince them to come to the podcast is like, oh, it's just a podcast where you just chill out with these dudes that you barely know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we could do that.
Damn, I wish Doom Guy was in my furry convention.
Yeah, talk about your another FWA story. Jack.
I've only seen the first season of Agretsuko, and I've only seen half of season 1 of Beastars. And my friend, who is a voice actor, wanted to go check out the panels because 2 voice actors, one from both the shows, one from just the other show, obviously Beastars. If we went with, I missed the Agretsuko panel. So I was like, oh shit, I guess I'll go to the next panel, which is the Beastar. That's where both voice actors are going to be there. Ben Diskin and Jonah Scott. I got their names right.
Nice.
Like, oh shit, they're... I guess because it's furry-oriented show, they might as well, like, get money off of the conventions over there. I mean, I'm sure they're chill. Jonah Scott definitely, because apparently somebody actually gifted him a actual fursuit head of Legoshi.
Damn.
Yeah. And actually, they were actually at a rave in that place, so that was awesome. Oh.
And I wish I had a fursuit.
Yeah.
Same.
I wish I had like the tortoise head in shell. Just those. That's all I would like. And they could probably wear like a skin tight business shirt and the bisexual tie. That'd be awesome. But that'll be another con when I collect enough money.
I'm literally that one image that people sent of Megatron saying broke ass. I am
So,
that
Jack,
image.
Take a look at this.
Let me
I've got the infinite ammo hand cannon now.
Let me see this. Oh shit! Yeah, that is the 500 Smith & Wesson. Hold on.
It's infinite ammo.
Jesus Christ!
That's the reload animation. If you it's infinite.
Sorry, I saw it. I had to see it. All right.
Michael Jackson.
I'm a god now.
Stop watching this.
Wait, what happened?
What happened?
Anyway, I'm gonna say.
I
So, what is your obsession with Monkey Ball?
It's a game that I grew up playing. It's a game that's really fun to play.
I see you live stream it a lot.
Well, this past time I live streamed it. That was like my first successful time. All the other times were just like me attempting to do it and failing.
fucking love
Damn.
Monkey Ball.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh yeah, I think there was a Monkey Ball cabinet over in the FWA. They had an
Oh,
arcade.
nice.
They had an arcade with a bunch of imported cabinets, which was fucking awesome. I was like, holy shit!
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they had an imported Puyo Puyo cabinet. I was like, holy shit! They're extravagant. Have you ever seen a Japanese Puyo Puyo cabinet? They are so fucking cool looking.
Hey Jack, look at this cool thing. I mean Jackstoney. Sorry, I'm used to calling just saying Jack.
Jack Story? Who's
Yeah,
that?
you. Jackstoney. Sorry, it's you. It's the this is your
Yeah.
this is your twin sisters. Chainsaw sisters.
Oh boy. Why mine?
I hate these crazy bitches. Damn, these bitches be crazy.
You know, my dream is to go to FWA, smoke some crack, and die of happiness on the
Oh yeah,
birthday.
I got distracted, but I was saying. Well, I was over at the panel, the B-Stars panel. Ben Diskin and Jonas Scott. They were getting their questions, and as I said, I've only seen half of season 1, so there's not a lot of stuff that I'm familiar about in the B-Stars story. And I don't know if this. A friend told me that this is not a spoiler, but eventually my friend left the panel to go take a piss, and they missed a very important moment apparently, where somebody was asking the voice actors about, I don't know what the hell this is doing in a V-Stars panel. They're asking about a banana taped to the wall.
Banana tape onto the wall. Banana taped onto the wall. Helps me forget about my cancer. I love that video. It was a great video.
Really?
Remember that, Jack?
No, I did not.
Yeah, there was this very famous commercial that was made. So it wasn't exactly about bananas, but it was like a little kid saying, "A tennis ball against the wall, a tennis ball against the wall." He's like just keeps saying that, and then it just cuts to him saying, "It helps me forget about my cancer," and then all the music cuts out. I'm not joking. Play. You got to show the audience here, and you got to show Jackstoney.
Oh my god.
It can't be real. That
It is
cannot-
real. It is real.
Alright.
Not only is it real, it aired on television.
All right, let me check this.
All right, I guess this will be.
against the wall.
I guess this will be our random video to show to the guests. All right. Just, it's so funny that
Banana on the wall, banana against the wall.
No, tennis ball against the wall.
Tennis ball against the wall.
Banana against the wall.
The banana, hold the banana against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. This is a reaction. Okay, they're a Walmart commercial.
what the fuck?
Hold on, let me change.
I gotta-
Gotta stop screaming, then start doing that shit.
This can't be
This-
real.
All right.
Walmart commercial.
Yeah.
Walmart funded this shit.
Make sure Jackstoney watches it.
I'm watching.
All right.
Hold on, I need to see it now too, because I need to listen to it to make sure that you're streaming it correctly. Otherwise, I will get very angry.
All right. All right. Just
There we go. Okay.
All right. You're all watching, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
This is real. This is not a parody.
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball,
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall.
Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it
Ball,
against the
throw it
wall.
against the wall.
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the
Throw
wall.
against the wall.
Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall.
This kid has
Helps me
bars.
forget about my cancer.
Oh. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that cannot. That is messed up.
Okay, that's,
That cannot be
That-
fucking
that
right.
seemed like a parody.
No, fuck.
Yeah, that is
As well.
insane. That just reminds me. I think I've told you this. Do you remember? Do you remember the Game Awards of 2019? Specifically 2019.
Yeah.
Do you remember the advertisement that Facebook put on there?
What was it?
They strolled in a bunch of disabled people with disabilities, and they started asking them about their stories, and then it cuts to just Facebook gaming. It is the weirdest ad ever. It's like, why is Facebook advertising Facebook gaming like this? It is
Weird.
like a guess.
Just
What
It's
was
never-
Facebook thinking? I have no idea. They were probably doing what Reddit was doing, where a lot of people where they were trying to actually gain a bunch of karma by just making sob stories and plastering pics all over r/pics. That happens a lot.
anything for the clout.
Anything for the karma.
Yeah.
That's what I felt when watching that ad. It just felt like you're using sob stories on disabled people just to advertise a gaming market on Facebook, which is such a bizarre tactic, in my opinion.
That's never getting out of my head, Krieg. Just it's never
Yeah.
getting it. Thank you.
Tennis ball against the wall.
Tennis ball, against
the wall.
against the wall.
Helps me
Yeah.
forget about my cancer.
Jesus.
Tennis
Just
ball
out of-
I'm gonna
against
fight.
the
I'm gonna
wall.
fight Centipede Man, Jack. I'm fighting Centipede Man.
Centipede man.
Centipede, 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 centipede.
Oh my god.
Centipede, anyone to centipede.
But yeah, like, how's your experience so far on this godforsaken show?
It's
Jackson.
been pretty good. It's been alright. It's been chill.
I know, like, we're a bunch of insane lunatics.
I've seen crazier.
What? Oh. when I was talking about the banana taped to the wall, oh god, banana taped to the wall bit, Ben Diskin legit just like stared at me. I was like, there's gonna be a moment now. They just stared at me, and I was like, is this gonna be a moment? And legit, they said this. Ben Diskin just like said, speaking of banana taped to the wall, what about a banana sitting on a chair? And he pointed at me. He pointed.
Damn,
Oh
that's
my
your
God.
5 minutes of. That's your 5 seconds of fame, Jack.
I was like, oh my god, I didn't want this to happen.
A famous furry recognized you. That's all. That's all you get out of life now. That you peaked.
They peaked right there.
It's all plateauing from here.
Probably not.
Imagine you end up being coworkers with Ben Diskin in the future for
That
some
would
weird
be
reason. I could. You'd be like a voice actor.
To be honest with you, Ben Diskin and Jonas Scott, they seem like fun guys, so I would be proud if that would actually happen. I would be so happy. You have no idea.
But yeah, just I'll tell you, Jack Stoney. At MFF, we were trying to find fucking room parties. The keyword tried.
I'm surprised that y'all couldn't find at least one.
Nope. I mean, I did see there was one open before it was shut down. I see. There was like some guy dressed as Dio Brando from like
Oh my
Joker.
god! Same in this convention I was in. Oh my god.
Probably same
Legit.
guy.
Oh really?
Probably same guy. I don't know for sure.
It would be funny if it was the same guy.
Actually, let me just send you a picture, Jack, and you can tell me if this is the same person or not.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's
But
do
yeah,
the comparison.
there was like a Dio Brando walking out and stuff. Like they were a little bit pre-drunk.
Drunk
little funny.
Brando.
Dio Brando. Connor Dio da. Like that. Like that's how I imagine they sound like. But legitimately, that person is awesome. Like they deserve all like my respect and all the bitches.
Most of the
they ever give.
cosplayers in FurryCons deserve respect because sometimes some of the costumes I saw there was like Comic-Con level insanely good.
Jack, I'm at the fucking evil castle that you saw in Canada.
Oh, Casaloma?
Uh-huh.
Hey, let me send it to you.
I am Lord Sadler, and I am a very evil little midget person. I am evil in Spanish.
To be truthful, I kind of like him in the original.
Yeah, he looks less weird and more comical.
He looks like a brat in the original. In this one, it just looks like an old woman.
Yeah.
I am Lord Sadler. I am a worm person. I am a worm.
I'm
Hey,
a weirdo.
I sent you the picture.
Hold on, let me check this out. Let me check this picture out. Could be in the desk. Oh, what the hell?
No, I sent it to DM to protect her.
Oh, okay. Let me check this. Probably because of the lighting, but I think this was the same person.
Yeah. Like we always run up to each other. Like it's a small world. Like, when I go to a furry convention, I always see that person.
I don't
wish I
see
could-
them as a human being. I only see them as objects, says Midnight.
That's not what I mean. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to stroke my ego. I'm sorry.
Stroking the ego down.
I'm not a psychopath, I swear.
I mean, you
But
are.
How? All right, explain that.
Because you're getting so defensive, man. I mean, only defensive people are psychopaths.
Yeah, sure. Sure, buddy. Sure.
There were so many fursuiters in the convention that was wearing latex skin type of fursuits. They have the fursuit heads, but they had they didn't have the rest of the
Rubber
bodies.
suits.
They had those rubber latex suits with the furry texture.
That's what is underneath every furry, Jack. It's like a flayed alive furry.
Well, apparently
Why
you're
do you
not
think?
supposed to.
Why do you think when they have cumflation, they're so stretchy?
Oh God, there was a panel for the pool furries, the Lunars they call themselves.
Did you ever had a intrusive thought that you wanted to pop one of those?
No. Oh! You mean? Oh, I thought you were talking about drugs. No.
No, not drugs. Jesus, I'm talking about the pool floaty furries.
I always want maybe in the idea of a bubble wrap would. It's okay, we're finished off with this product. Let's just pop the shit. We're gonna throw it out. That's my thought. It's just I want to be the person to end the show biz.
You just commit a massacre and just kill out of the pool floaty
Lunars,
furries.
yeah. The lunar genocide.
There's no blood, only popping.
Do you bleed? Superman says to a lunar.
No, that's Batman.
Yeah, that's Batman. Why did I say Superman?
Because you're a fucking idiot.
No.
You're fucking Canadian. That's why.
What does this have to do with Jack being a Canadian?
Wouldn't you like to know? You fucking racist.
Anyway,
guys, let's be real here. This interview is no longer about Jackstoney.
What?
It's about Jack the Banana Sack.
It hasn't been for an hour or more.
Exactly. But you know what? That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna put in your community post that I was on the Luminescent podcast on your channel or something?
But it was nothing. It was absolutely terrible. You should not watch it.
Even if I did tell people to watch it, it'd probably get 3 people to click on the link.
Exactly. Nobody watches us.
But also because my channel is dead too, so yeah.
Nobody here is expecting you to do anything for us.
I know.
This is an announcement to delete your channel right now.
Yes. I don't know. But hey. If this helps you a bit, jump starts, hopefully it does.
Maybe.
You just look. All you got to do is just start a sex tape, and there you're gonna get popular again.
A sex tape? What is this? The early 2000s?
Kim K.
You didn't get popular because of the sex tape.
That was Paris Hilton.
You got popular with sex tape?
Well, I think it helped quite a bit.
I don't know much about Paris Hilton than that one South Park episode where there's Mr. Slave and all that shit, and they were having a horror.
Yeah, because that whole episode is like nobody knows the exact reason why she's famous, and to this day, still nobody really knows the exact reason.
And I saw a shirt, an image that it was Photoshop, but an image that says stop being poor. Like that's her. Like she's not as cool as Britney, nor like as interesting as like other
Yeah.
girls of the 2000s and shit. Like,
Mhm.
what is this bitch? Like, what is she known for?
Is she a bitch?
Well, I think
Nah,
the most is like I'm pretty sure like I don't know. Her family owns like the Hilton hotels and shit. That's all I really know.
Oh,
damn,
that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Nepo baby.
Pornhub. Where is this going here?
Just imagine you're like 20 years old, you're a man, and your name is Pornhub John, and you get famous.
Pornhub John.
The creator of Pornhub.
What? Is that what he calls himself?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
it's true. Isn't that right, Krieg?
What the fuck you on about, you fucking queer?
You don't need to call me that.
Oh, it's what you are. So
Queer is not a bad word anymore.
It's
I
socially
know.
acceptable.
Yeah, gay people took that back. Remember, they call themselves queer all
We're
the time.
taking queer back.
I'm taking
our
queer
world.
back.
It's our word now.
God damn it, Ashley, you fucking bitch.
I hate you. I'm gonna get killed because of this bitch. She can't stay back.
Oh no!
God.
Give her a gun, for God's sakes.
I'm trying to get up.
So, Jack, what would you say about your fans if they're watching?
Come on.
What would I say about them?
Yes.
I
You
mean,
stare them into the eyes.
I've always had some pretty fucking supportive fans. Like even nowadays, I still got people who are like ride or die for me, even though my channel is dead. But and this is not something I want to say about all my fans, but I've noticed, and I think it's just because I was such a critical person on my YouTube channel, but I've noticed that a lot of my fans have been very critical of me anytime I've had like the littlest fuck ups in the past, and that's always like, kind of felt like shit.
Yeah.
I've seen with their fans, like their fans are like really supportive of them even if they fuck up, but then mine have always just like I've had a lot of them just like treat me like shit even over the littlest fuck ups, and so it kind of makes me scared to fuck up sometimes. you know.
I just remember watching a live stream of yours, and you just said, "All right, I'm gonna say this: fuck the fans," like Keepstar.
I'm over this on Blog TV.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So, but yeah, like you get to like here's the thing, Jackstoney, you get to reinvent yourself. Just because you're 27 doesn't mean you can't do anything. You can do anything.
You know. Yeah, I know. And I never thought that since I'm 27, that's my life's over or anything.
No. I know you're not gonna Kurt Cobain it. Don't worry.
Yeah, no.
Didn't Stumpy say that last time?
Oh, it is weird being 27.
Stumpy said that last time. It's like, have you heard the lucky number 27? For every single major celebrity that killed themselves was 27.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
The hell?
I was gonna say it's weird, like being 27 and thinking of the fact that Kurt Cobain killed himself at this age. It's like, damn, I really don't feel like I've lived that long.
But yeah, like I hope you like, you know, are successful with your music stuff. And like, you know, hey, like, you know, we're gonna shout you out. Like, you know, go follow Jackstoney and see what they're cooking up.
Be very aware that nobody will.
Shut up.
Yeah.
We got
Jack,
dedicated
Jack,
fans.
What
sure.
the fuck is this mod
What mod?
that you are? I'm looking at your game. What
Oh,
the
I'm
fuck is this?
I'm playing Fur Demon. It's just a texture mod. I was searching up FurCon mods for Doom because I remember seeing
What?
yeah, furry convention mods where somebody actually like mapped out an entire convention. Oh, the goat.
Damn.
That's just Toriel from Undertale.
That is crazy.
But yeah, I saw one. There was one for Doom 3 that I couldn't find. It was made by, I think it was like made by a guy named Cyber, who is a super edgelord that I thought was funny at the time. Not now. Kind of gay. Some of their videos. I still have like some of their videos on my hard drive because they keep getting deleted by YouTube.
Are you talking about Cyber 8?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
That shit was a long time ago.
Yep.
Jack, that shotgun you're using is doing fuck all against them.
Yeah.
Like old YouTube was pretty wild.
This shit
But-
don't hit the same as like the classic Doom, bro.
No.
It don't hit. It just don't hit.
But yeah, like I don't know what I consider old YouTube because some people consider like, oh, back in the day, like 2007, 8, 9, like YouTube poops. But when I think of old YouTube, I think about like 2016 and all that shit. Just all that fucking shit.
I don't consider that old YouTube. I had already been on YouTube for like almost a decade by then.
Give me your knowledge, since I'm like my brain is puny. I'm a youngling or some shit.
Knowledge as to what?
Old YouTube.
I don't know.
Leon, help me.
It was old. I don't know. Were you there? Were you like around for old YouTube?
A little bit and all that. Like I was like, again, I was like a stupid little fucking teen. Like I was like angsty. I wanted edge. I wanted all that shit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I remember being very, very early into YouTube where they had the circular designs, the 2000s design.
Yeah.
This is such a bizarre choice of look, but it was iconic at the time.
Mhm.
But yeah, that shit like changed. There's a lot of crazy memes around YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh god, me and my sister were browsing on YouTube and we found a series where somebody like hacked up a bunch of cutscenes from Kingdom Hearts 2 and started putting MS Paint like drawings on top of their faces. We thought it was the funniest shit ever. And I have a feeling if oh wait. What's that?
Jack, there's a Moushly mod for Resident Evil 4.
Nice.
I remember having that. I remember trying that out and it wasn't working properly. Though the Moushly on Leon's head worked. Surprisingly. But the 3D model where it's actually changed into a Moushly, I couldn't get that to work. But I wouldn't care because I would still put it back to obese Ashley anyway because it's funny as shit. And Every time she legit, the moment you see her trip over is the funniest thing ever. Could not stop laughing at that.
This is ground control for Major Tom.
Also,
Jack,
Jackstoney, you
there's a
want?
mod that replaces regenerators with fucking Teletubbies.
Aww. That's cute.
Well, Slender Tubbies, but
Have you
it's
found the
same
one where
thing.
it replaces Ashley with the regenerator?
No, but I found a mod where it gives Leon the original Terminator outfit from the 80s.
Oh, fuck yeah. Wait,
And
the first one where it was just like a
Yes.
black, brown punk jacket with spikes around it?
Here, look in desk.
Oh, check desk right now.
And it's also got like weapon skins, I think.
Also,
Mobile laser and the 40-watt range.
My god.
Jackstoney, I want to tell you something.
What's up?
When you were live streaming the other day, and you
Yeah.
kept saying like 2 messages for Sunflower Gang.
Mhm.
That was me, Barry. I made my goons type that shit in your live stream.
Yeah, you told me that.
I was there.
It was me, Barry.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
Secret revealed. Alright. Yep, there it is. There's the BFG. I got the BFG finally.
Well, yeah, just
Oh my god. Bart reverb.
What the fuck?
I turned the audio low so that people can actually listen to us, but the
Nobody wants to
BFG.
listen to us, man.
we got 2 viewers.
No, nobody wants to listen to us. Okay, first of all, that's why nobody's joining. Let's be real here. We're cringe.
Let's be crazy. I think we should be crazy, actually.
Yeah, we got to become like those slop tubers.
Is that it? That term's gonna die, you know that, right?
I know. Just, but yeah, it's just I don't want to turn like this YouTube channel to that. Like that's what I hope I don't do. Like, but like fuck. What can I say?
What can I say except what the fuck?
I want to go and kill myself.
Today, yay.
Oh wait a minute. I think Stumpy should be joining soon.
Oh, Jack, they look at what I found. I found something
Let me
that only
see.
very select few people in the world are gonna actually think is kind of funny, but I think is kind of cool.
Let me see.
Oh my goodness.
FNAF security breach. Monty Gator over Leon.
I think
They have one for Ada as well.
Of course, my diva.
And then they have Glamrock Chica as fucking, you guessed it, Ashley.
Aw.
I thought it'd be better if it was like fucking Freddy. It's for fucking Leon. Why would
Did
they
it-
make him like you?
What if
Did it-
the Cheese Man was Golden Freddy?
I don't know, man.
do they got like a mod for the president?
I don't fucking know.
We don't see the president in the game.
Damn.
Mr. President,
We
I
legit.
got your daughter. I brought your daughter home.
You only
Mr.
see the
President.
president in what was it? what was the series? Friend told me like we should watch this Resident Evil series. It's a CGI series.
Jack,
And
look
you
at
actually
this.
see the president. The powerful chair. Powerful chair replaces the dog, the good one.
The chair.
Good boy.
Ow.
Let me check.
The classic chair, the classic plastic chair that everybody uses.
That's what it looks like after a fat person sits in it. All squished. Crumpled.
Yeah. I actually did like a quick search around social to see if like somebody actually like posted a banana from FWA. Because I was like, oh, probably nobody's gonna message me. They don't know me because I didn't want to. I didn't want to expand myself. And there was a. Well, let me see this. The playable chair. Storm approaches, intensifies, plays the plastic lawn chair. Resident Evil 4. But anyway, somebody actually like posted a picture of me during a panel because I was over at a voice actors panel, not the Beastars one, but a different one. As someone named Shally the Dragon did a panel for voice actors, and
Nice.
I still have the link somewhere. Here it is. Yeah, Oliver, a little otter boy. I love conventions because I'm at a panel and there's just a casual banana sitting in front of me. That's all it is. That's just me. We've never touched base with each other. They just took a picture of me in the back.
DM them.
I love conventions because I'm at a panel and there's just a casual banana sitting in front of me.
There's just a casual banana just right there in front of me. Yeah. This was probably Sunday, early Sunday. And this was during the day I was wearing that shirt and that banana suit, but that day I also got touch base with somebody who actually came a day or two before, and it was like, yo, I've been seeing you around the con in the banana suit. I have a Hawaiian banana shirt. I brought it with me for the shits and giggles. I have no use for it anymore. I want you to have it. I was like, oh shit, for real? It's like, I don't have it with me right now. I have it in my hotel room. It's like, oh shit, okay, cool. Give me your Discord and we could probably contact. Yeah. This person named Nut Dog. I'm gonna give them a shout out. They legit gave me the Hawaiian shirt on Sunday. I was like, oh shit, fuck yeah. And it's like, you should wear that for the rest of the con. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. I actually wore the Hawaiian shirt for the rest of the con with the banana suit on as well. The best fucking gift. I still have the image of the shirt.
You're just getting like, you know, a lot of good shit because you wore the banana suit.
Because I wore the banana suit is exactly right. Is exactly fucking right. Got to remember where I placed the image on my hard drive. Pictures. There it is. Bam. I got gifted this by Nut Dog.
Nut Dog.
Lahajli.
Blahajli.
Blow high. It's blow high you're trying to pronounce.
I prefer Blahaj, anyways.
I did too at the beginning. But apparently it's pronounced blow high. But yeah, this is the banana shirt.
They added Mr. Wolf from the bad guys into Resident Evil 4.
Of course. But yeah, good convention. Good convention.
I wish I could have gone to that instead of fucking MFF.
I know.
Look,
Maybe next year.
next year, yeah. Just
Wait, did it really take so long to upload? That was fucking weird.
Wait, is the stream over?
No. I was just looking at desk and just like the image of the Hawaiian shirt took a while to upload. That was weird. And we're still live. Yeah, we're still live. Okay, we're still in the main lobby. I was like on the lower level of the main lobby of the hotel. And oh,
sorry, go ahead.
we always giggling. I was just hanging out with a friend by the wall, and yes, a fight room with Salazar. That is cute. Okay. But anyway, we were like standing by the wall, just hanging out, and apparently, like, a small group of people walked past us. One guy was staring at me in a banana suit. He pointed at me and he's like, "Banana man," and then he trips over and he almost face planted himself on the floor.
What did he say after?
Like, oh.
What did he say after that?
He didn't say anything after that. He just like tripped over, and I think somebody like pointed out, it's like, "Oh man, you tripped over for a banana. What the hell?"
Imagine that being the height of your con experiences. Banana trips.
Banana
Fucking dies.
It was
that.
banana.
Banana.
Your last moments in life.
Mm-hmm.
Banana.
Banana.
A lot of interesting banters on my behalf. What? Oh yeah, when I was leaving the registration, someone said that, someone like yelled out because I was walking past them. It was like, "Thanks for keeping us safe, Peely."
What the fuck?
Yeah, because Fortnite is popular. It's still popular to this day.
I think they were joking.
I know. Lots of jokesters here and there.
We got a lot of silly billies.
We got a lot of silly billies.
Lots of silly people.
Silly kinkers. Is that appropriate name?
The silly canker twins.
The kinkers. No. Oh.
Freddy Fazbear.
Oh yeah. Okay. So a lot of people were bringing up peanut butter jelly time. They were asking me, "Is it peanut butter jelly time?" And I think I remember responding to one being like, "Yeah, it's always peanut butter jelly time with the baseball bat."
Yeah. What did you do? Yeah.
I did it after the 5th and 6th time I actually did the dance. Because I was strange about the first 4 times I've heard it from different people. Yeah. Those were moments. And then I remember like passing by a bunch of people over at the cafeteria. The cafeteria, I think you've been to the Marquee. You've been to the Peachtree Plaza, right, Krieg?
I've never been to Atlanta.
Okay. So you won't know. It's a huge ass cafeteria because the hotels are connected by sky bridges. And
it's peanut butter jelly.
It's belly jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly.
Belly jelly, belly jelly, belly jelly, belly jelly, belly jelly, belly jelly, belly
Lots of
jelly,
belly
belly
jellies.
jelly, belly jelly.
Lots of belly jellies in the convention.
Belly jelly with a baseball bat. Belly jelly, belly jelly, belly jelly.
When I was passing by like a group of people, I legit overheard this one person say, "I had 3 different chat rooms share pictures of that guy in a banana suit." I was like, oh no. They're talking about me in the chat rooms I'm not in. They're talking about you in the chat rooms. The chat logs. They're talking about you in the chat rooms.
I found it, Jack.
There was also a bunch of people. Regenerator replaces Ashley. Yes, that's it. And they made her thighs look thicker.
She's got those obeats folds. She got them thigh folds that really like fat people have. I think it's called cellulose.
Cellulite.
Cellulite, yeah.
Cellulose.
I like how the Regenerator in the remake looks a lot cuter than the original.
Would you fuck a regenerator?
You're tempting me anyway.
Would you fuck a regenerator? Yes or no?
Ask me again. Anyway.
Would you fuck a regenerator?
Ask me again another time. Anyway, somebody was also a lot of people in the cafeteria been hearing like I don't think you might remember this. Do you remember Onision?
Oh my god.
Everyone remembers Onision.
Yeah, so
Unfortunately.
apparently that guy also had a banana suit, a completely different one because I had high quality New Jersey fabric. Well, he got like the cheap shit. But yeah, a lot of people is like, it's Onision. It's onion.
No!
Son. It's Onision.
No, did people call you that?
Yes.
What? That is insulting. That is.
I'm more so weirded out, like people actually make that comparison, because I don't see why people are still hardcore over Onision. I remember seeing the YouTube poops of Onision, but most of the stories of him asyluming like 2 or 3 people, I believe. It's a wild story. And I can't like wrap my head around those. But Onision being like a hatred symbol is kind of, I don't know how to actually feel about that. And the idea of just like using it as a juxtaposition to see anybody in a banana suit as Onision. People are going to like take that and just like run with it. They're going to make that joke. Probably going to die out in a decade, maybe not.
Jesus.
Yeah. But on a positive note, besides the foam banana I got from the Minion, there was a lot of other gifts that people were giving it. There was one person that they legit gave their socials with a lollipop. There was a person actually giving her a lot of lollipop in a fursuit. They were in a full fursuit and everything. And it was a Dum Dum. I've never had a Dum Dum before.
Oh, it's a good one.
Dum Dums orange. I didn't try it. I didn't feel like having a lot of food or candy around. I was planning to think about like bringing in my fanny pack like a huge sack of suckers so I can actually like have something instead of gum, because I need something to have for at least anxiety purposes or something. But yeah, I brought gum instead. I've never had the Dum Dum, so I just gave it to Stumpy. Stumpy really loves Dum Dums, so I gave him the orange Dum Dums. Oh, any pack. Hold on, it's probably I could probably find their socials in here. Their socials are in my fanny pack. Nope, it's not here. Fuck. But I got a bunch of stickers, and it's still in this fanny pack.
Let's see. Let me see.
I got a strawberry sticker. I got a sticker from King Jabba the Butt, which passed by me twice, and they gave me 2 of the same sticker. I got a Adventure Time, Finn, Jake, and BMO sticker. That's cute. And I got one, and Krieg, you're gonna like this one. It looks like a tattoo sticker. I haven't taken the paper out. It looks like a tattoo sticker, and it says "Cryptid Fucker."
Post it in desk.
I'm going to grab my camera. I'm gonna take a post, and then
Give me a sec. I'll be right back.
Yo. Okay. So yeah, those are interesting. Sticker. Also, yeah, of course, I got a sticker from my friend. It's like bring this with you, and it's like, okay, I'll keep this as a souvenir. So I got my friend's stickers as well. Here, I'll post it. There it is. Cryptid fucker. I'm not gonna post it on. Oh, hey, Stumpy, how's it going?
I
was talking about MFF.
Mm.
We're not talking about MFF and FWA, but mostly my time in FWA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FWA is more interesting than MFF. I had a shit time at MFF.
Yeah. A lot of people fucking passed out, I heard.
Yeah.
Jackstoney. This is Stumpy.
What's up?
I'm the other co-host.
Awesome.
It's true.
I know, it's a tragedy.
But yeah, I found a guy creep shot me in a panel. That is so funny. When I was over at the arcade, I finally met another guy in a banana suit, and I noticed a pattern because this is the second time I've seen a guy in a banana suit, and they have like black marker all over it, like tattoos. This one guy is a photographer, and he did like a bunch of photography works over at like the concerts in that hall, even the party rooms as well. I got a picture of it with him. I have the picture on my phone of the banana guy, and I met when I saw a second guy in a banana suit. They came up to me and they're like, "Oh, here's a tip. You're wearing a banana suit. You should, personalize it just like me, because they just like grab a couple of markers, and get people to, tate you out." It's like, oh fuck, put some ink on that banana, I'll think about it. Maybe in another con, I'll bring a marker. Maybe. Or I could probably like do what I wanted to do and get like a tortoise head and shell. Walk around in that. That'd be a lot cuter. Yeah. But yeah, thank God, a lot of people gave me hugs in the convention. A lot of people gave me hugs.
That's a cool sticker. I like that.
Yeah, the cryptid fucker sticker.
Oh yeah, same. Like a lot of people like give hugs at convention. It was sick. I got one from Brayburn.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, I saw Brayburn in the main hall. The big cutie.
Yeah, it was sick getting a photo and a hug from
him. Oh yeah. Zombies knows this. They can vouch for me. A guy came up to me and said, it just pulled out his hand. He pulled out a little hat, and he said, "I'm Jewish. You're Jewish now."
Yeah, he gave you a yarmulke.
He gave me a yarmulke. I'm Jewish now.
No, fun fact, FWA is the very first time I have ever seen a Jew in real life. Like, in person.
That's a statement. It's a statement to make.
No, because like you never see them in Utah. You never see any Jewish people in Utah.
Damn.
Ones that you can openly identify as being Jewish.
I mean, he has the hat.
Yeah, you mean no Hasidic Jews.
Yeah. Well, Stumpy usually prefers them with a weird little Star of David patch. I don't know why he prefers it that way, but he prefers it that way.
Yeah, I saw him in the hallway. He had the little hat.
Oh,
Midnight went up to him and said, "Hey, can I get your arm numbers?"
I was not even at FWA.
Yeah,
I
if
was
he was
too.
at FWA, yeah, if he was at FWA, I would have pushed him out in front of the metro train.
No. Midnight sent
Actually,
a
I don't know
robot
if
that
I
had like his
would.
face on it.
I don't even know if I would be able to push him in there. I feel like he wouldn't even be able to move if I try and like push him. Like even if I drop kick, he'll just be standing there like a boulder.
He's the juggernaut, bitch.
I'd have to get fucking Chris Redfield to punch him to move him from RE6 boulder punching.
boulder punching Chris Redfield.
Jesus
That
Christ.
boulder punching asshole.
How did he know about that?
I have no idea how Heisenberg knew about Chris Redfield's boulder punching activities, but
Somebody scouted the place. They took pictures of him punching the boulder.
yeah. Side note: Albert Wesker is hot, and so is Heisenberg. That is my TED talk today. Albert Wesker has a nice
Controversial
voice.
opinion, conventionally attractive men are attractive.
I didn't say it was controversial opinion. I
know,
just
I'm
said
being
side
stupid.
note. I just said side note. They are hot.
So, but you have a bunch of pictures of Jesus. There's a bunch of Jesus in the con.
There were at least 5 Jesuses. There was regular Jesus again, buff Jesus, Jesus, but every photo had Slenderman in the background because he had his friend dressed up as Slenderman, and Pimp Jesus.
Find by pages 8. You get
Find my
sacrificed.
pages.
Find my pages 8 before I get sacrificed.
I love the
Jack, I've shown
fucking
you the
like
coin.
Twitter accounts that just is like Slenderman shit. There's one where it was just the fucking the evil clown. He just goes under "Come to my circus."
Right. Krieg, what do you want to say?
I've got the coin, Jack. I've got the coin.
The coin.
Get popcorn.
It's one of the few things that I really like that I got at MFF.
Side note: Mersuit Star that I met at FWA, as well as Steve from Blue's Clues.
What the
Oh
fuck?
yeah, there's the Steve. That was a wild one. I was like, that guy looks familiar. But I didn't take the piece together that it was Steve.
Yeah, it was Steve.
It was
I also
Steve.
met Puppy in Blue. That's a really cool artist who's also a nurse. He's also a nurse, which is sick. I also met a guy dressed up as Ness. It was pretty cool. None of these photos are loading in, mostly because I have like a 6-minute video uploading in another server.
Oh.
The coin.
World
Yeah,
Transformation Forum.
my server where I keep my files.
It's an actual silver dollar thing. It's kind of cool.
Expensive
what?
materials. What should we use it for?
Oh.
Making silver dollar. Silver medallion. That is.
Transformation. Real transformation form. That's sick.
Yeah, I got that at MFF.
Nice.
Nice.
I saw it and was like, that's actually pretty cool, and I picked it up. There's a couple things that I keep around from MFF, like my LED neon sign that I got in my background.
Yeah. Now they're
Jack,
loading
that's
in.
just a porn artist.
Oh, there it is.
There we
Nate.
go.
There's the
Also,
cuties.
that wasn't Jack that posted it.
No, I know. I'm just talking about what he posted earlier to me.
Oh yeah.
Ness.
And
Yeah.
Spicy Fox, the Mersuit actress, Steve, Blue's Clues, Aurora Bloom, Puppy in Blue, and Ness. All baller as fuck.
Awesome.
Like, it's so funny. Like, I was walking in the like Marriott atrium. I see the Spicy Fox suit walk past. Like, I see it for a second, then do like a fucking double take. Like, oh, neat suit. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute.
That's a porn artist. Jack, you want to
What's
see a
the
cool one of a
6
kind print I got at MFF actually?
I want to see this. Let me see this.
I got lost at least. I want to say that I got lost at least 7 times during my time at FWA.
Here, let me post it.
Like the first day, like when I was leaving towards the metro by myself because it's like, yeah, I'm going to the hotel. I'm tired as fuck. I got lost on a random street corner, and Switchy found me. And like we spent like 5 minutes trying to find the metro station before finding it at the Peachtree Plaza because I went through the wrong doors.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something.
Wait.
It's legit just that clip from Scooby-Doo where it's just, I wonder where Velma is. It cuts to Velma. Figures I'd end up in Philadelphia.
Figures. I did.
Figures I'd end up in Philadelphia.
I am making funny, comical observations. I am a
And
nerd.
I met this guy dressed up as Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which was dope. He had, like, all of the chest hair and arm hair was drawn on with Sharpie.
That dude's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm trying to...
he was raving. I remember he was in the rave.
What do you think of the print, Jack?
Oh, the print is awesome. I was about to question beast mode. I have a feeling I know the artist. Is that the artist's name in the bottom right?
Yeah.
Okay.
M. Hodgkin.
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Different artist then.
You know the meme where it's the guy who was spent 30 years in the army and retired and I was like, oh yeah, I'm a furry. I met that guy over there.
Wait, the
Pup
guy was
Ravage.
there?
Yeah, Pup Ravage was there. I look in the channel. I got a picture with him.
Well, 30 years?
Yes.
30 years.
Yes.
Holy shit.
He was in the army for 30 years, and when he retired, his retirement photo where he has his uniform decked out in medals, he was wearing a brown pup hood and was saying, oh yeah, I'm a furry, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Do you not see this, Krieg?
No. I know about the pup hood. I know about the controversy and that it was showed up in fucking the new norm.
Oh,
I
wait.
didn't realize that was him.
Jackstoney is chatting. Hold on a sec.
Right.
I also met the Instagram user of the peanut butter fursuit, which was sick. Put out for the night.
All right.
Let me
Thank
check.
I met other popular like Twitter users and stuff. I met that one suit that has the glasses that I forgot their name. I met Wacky Hijinks. I met Thunder, Finn,
That's so cute.
another artist that I forgot the name of, but I saw them earlier on Twitter on the Twites.
That's so cute. I love that.
There was this specific Scout cosplayer right here. This specific Scout had an actual bucket of KFC, and after I took the photo of him, I asked, "Hey, is that an actual bucket of KFC?" He said, "Yeah. Do you want some?" And he peeled off the skin. He peeled off the skin on one of the pieces of chicken and gave it to me.
You want a bucket of dickin'?
And I found that same Scout cosplayer on the last day of Anther Weekend of FWA and sat with him. And this is the same day. So the last day of FWA, there was a whole business conference. And there were a ton of like middle-aged men a lot of them being Asians. I don't know why I decided to mention that, but there was a lot of middle-aged men in suits there, and they were like walking around the furry convention. They looked confused as hell, and I was sitting with the Scout cosplayer in the Marriott lobby when one of them comes up and is like, "Hey, is this seat taken?" And he started asking me about the community and the fandom. So I spent the next like 20 minutes explaining to him all the stuff about like the furry fandom and furry community. Only the good stuff though.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Like
the
they were so bewildered by it all.
I think the most awkward thing relating to the furry community that I ever experienced was my grandmother asked me, "What's a furry?" And she didn't know I was a furry. She still doesn't know, and I don't think she will never know. She will die before she knows.
As
She'll
if
be
this
in
is,
heaven
should be
and find
as
out.
this should be a trade secret.
Yes.
She's gonna die. She's gonna die, and then she'll see you from like heaven and shit. And she's like, "It all makes sense now.
It all makes sense that he was a faggot.
I fucking suspected it."
She doesn't suspect anything because she was born in 1939. She's a proto boomer.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, like she's not a boomer, but my god, the opinion she has. She's got a I've told you this multiple times, but she's got a beef with the Tyson Chicken Factory. She says
They're hiring illegal Somalians to work at the Tyson Chicken Factory.
But
That's funny.
I said, Grandma, have you ever met a Somalian? And she's just,
No, but I know they're being hired there.
That's funny.
she worked as a
Also,
yeah.
I was waiting for the Gretzko voice actor panel because there was a panel where you got to meet the voice actor of Haida from Gretzko, who is
Ben
also
Diskin, right?
who is also the voice actor of Jack from Beastars and the voice of Venom from Spectacular Spider-Man, which was sick. And I was waiting in line, or I was the first in line because I was sitting by the door because I showed up early. I was like, I'm just gonna sit here by the door then. And I was talking about how I didn't have a badge while the staff member was like trying to doodle in their notepad while standing at the door, and they looked at me and it's like, "Oh, I can just make you a badge right now." And I was like, "Do you really want to do that?" And they said, "Yeah, I need something to draw anyways." And so they added me on Telegram. I sent them the ref sheet, and a little bit later, they like after leaving the Gretzko panel, they handed me this.
yep.
And it was laminated and everything.
That's so cool. It's cute. I love it.
I remember that.
So yeah, I wore that for the entire rest of the convention, and I still have it on my desk right now.
That's good.
Sweet.
Stumpy's one of my best friends.
Damn.
I'm saying this for the live stream.
I feel insulted already.
Yeah.
I'm making a note on the live stream.
I don't
Please
feel
make
insulted. Nah, I want to be perfectly clear. I don't feel insulted that he's saying it just for the live stream. I feel insulted just because he said that I'm his friend.
Well, I'm a disgusting individual that nobody should be associated with.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So we at least are, on the same level here.
Yeah, we're on the same page here.
We all know. Jack, you want to play some Hell Let Loose with me?
I guess we can end the stream then.
All right. Yeah, we can play Hell Let Loose.
Just transfer me to the regular VC because I'm in a lobby right now.
All right.
All right. I guess that ends it.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I'm going back to bed now.